I was going to start with a little recap of the inauguration, but I think we've covered that pretty well.
The Trump White House trying to clear the air with the press Monday after a combative debut over the weekend.
This was irresponsible and reckless.
The White House spokesman Sean Spicer tried to set a new tone, pledging to be honest.
Yes, I believe that we have to be honest with the American people. I think sometimes we can disagree with the facts, but our intention is never to lie to you, Jonathan.
That following accusations that Spicer made false claims when he scolded the media for reporting that the crowd size at Trump's inauguration was not as huge as the president claimed. Spicer made efforts to answer many questions, his first time as he took no questions on Saturday, but he broke with tradition by largely ignoring the major networks and newspapers during the first few questions. And the upbeat tone and friendlier questions didn't last long, Spicer veering back into defensive mode, citing his frustrations with the press for what he calls an
attempt to go after this president and say, well, that can't be true, and that's not right, and the numbers weren't there, and there's a rush to judgment every time. The default narrative is always negative, and it's demoralizing.
He also rehashed the inauguration numbers, not backing down from his assertions of its record size.
And I don't see any numbers that dispute that. When you add up attendance, viewership, total audience in terms of tablets, phones.
And again rebuking a false report on the Martin Luther King bust being removed from the Oval Office.
Where was the apology to the President of the United States?
But despite his pledge to work honestly, he dodged some questions that he clearly viewed as potential landmines. For example, what is the unemployment rate? That he couldn't say.
Just really simple. What is the average national unemployment rate?
What's the average?
What's the overall unemployment rate?
Are you talking about whether or not we include the full?
I'm just asking you.
I mean, the Bureau of Labor Statistics puts it out.
You accept.
No. It's not a question of what I accept. I mean, there are ways that you can put out full employment.
I know the difference.
Right, but I'm saying that so there's a reason that we put out several versions of it.